time.
Yes, it is time! And with luck, we won't have to worry about technical difficulties anymore.
Don't jinx it. Be quiet.
Sorry. Let me see here. So, last we left off, you were exploring the palace. You have just gotten to one of the estate rooms, which is a complete wreck. Two walls are just demolished, and it appears as if something just smashed through them and barreled its way through. And, I mean, it is not hard for you to figure out what, because if you peek to your right and kind of look into the next room, which is the palace's main ballroom, amongst people who are frozen in time is this large green scaled dragon. It is slender and lithe. It almost has a snake-like head, and right now it is curled around who you assume to be Zybilna at her cauldron, completely frozen in time. Her cauldron at this time looking black of wrought iron. In fact, I believe I might be able to give you the image.
Yep. Alright.
Was I cutting out?
Yeah, for the first tidbit. I think I got most of it, though. Alright, you said there were people scattered about because it looks like the place had been destroyed, and that there is a dragon currently sleeping wrapped around who I assume to be Zybilna. The dragon has a snake's head, and then I heard everything about the cauldron easily enough.
Well, first off, let me give you an image of the cauldron to let you know what it looks like. And the token may do
That is a freaky cauldron.
Yeah. The token may do... No, let me see here.
The token what?
May do it a little bit of justice, but let me send you a full image of what you see before you.
But what?
The token of the creature you see sleeping around the cauldron. Let me send you an image of that.
I heard something about the cauldron. I'm sorry.
There is a monster around the cauldron. The dragon. That's what it looks like.
What in the fuck is wrong with its eye?
But yes. How do you choose to proceed?
The Jabberwock. I heard about it. Okay, assuming this is the Jabberwock, did I hear that it could speak?
You did not catch anything saying that it could speak. Or was capable
But I do know
of
that
such.
But I did hear that the witches or the crones were worried about it coming after them.
Yes.
Zarek, you're injured. Wait here. Elkhorn, try not to get killed.
Are you sure we want to be tackling the beastie?
Well, can it speak?
I don't know. Nobody really knows, but it seems to have taken a liking to Lady Zybilna. She was able to control it.
then perhaps we can use that to our advantage. Because if we can clear this place, maybe resituate your allies so they aren't going to, say, fall into a storm, we can free everyone. But first, we have to be able to actually clear the place.
We'll follow in your lead.
You two hang back in case you need to flee. I think I can get myself out of the situation, but not so much if for you two.
I can only get up front.
I see a guy.
You may see a guy. Oh yeah, you do see a
What's
guy.
with the guy?
Looks to be a wizard. He's also frozen in time, almost as if he's about to cast a spell.
Huh. I am going to try in Draconic. Jabberwock.
Okay. You are purposefully waking the Jabberwock.
Yes. Hands kind of outstretched to the side so it's clear I'm not holding anything. My hands aren't towards the sword. Those two better be ready to run. 'Cause this thing just outright attacks. I'm fucking leaving. You're 100% not fucking fighting that.
It wakes. And as it looks to see who addresses it, it begins to chatter and barble. It almost is like it's it's almost like it is speaking, but nothing. It is gibberish. It's nonsense. It looks like it's going to become hostile. I need you to roll initiative.
Could I make a intelligence check of some sort to try to figure out what it's trying to speak
Make an
while I'm rolling initiative?
Go for it. Make an intelligence check.
That's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about what I expected.
Okay.
10. That's my initiative. Sorry. 14 on the intelligence.
14 on the intelligence. It's not speaking. Whatever it's chattering, it's just mouth noises. It sounds close to speech, but it's not actually trying to speak. And as you kind of listen to it and try and catch meaning to the words, you feel yourself kind of getting disoriented.
Hang on. I actually might have something from my class that forked tongue. You can instinctively speak, read, and write in Infernal. In addition, you can speak two other languages of choice, but can't read it. Now I can because of something else. On the art tells you choose a different one on each long rest. Three. gain advantage on insight checks made with certain intentions. Okay, so I can read and write in all languages passively. Well, seeing that's about to become hostile, my hands are still up and out. I'm going to turn to them and say, run, we're not fighting it.
Okay. Whale! Having given the order, Elkhorn nods and goes, run! 15.
While he's running, I will continue to speak to the Jabberwock. We want to help Sibylna, but we need this place cleared before we do. That's within 6 seconds. Okay.
Amador.
We are hoping to gain your assistance.
Amador is not going to attack yet.
Well, given I'm trying for persuasion, he better not fucking attack it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah. He realizes
There
what
we
you're
are.
trying
Okay.
to do, and he's going to let you do your thing. Let's see. And now it's this one's turn. Okay.
I've said what I think I realistically could in the time they
Mhm.
ran away while my hands are up.
Yep.
So
I
trying to
need you
persuade it.
to make a charisma saving throw.
That is a 16 plus 8.
Oh, good. The babble and gibberish that this thing is constantly letting out, it is kind of worming its way into your mind. You feel like it's trying to basically make you lose focus and break your ability to understand what's really going on. But you're able to easily push off. It's now going to use its fiery gaze.
Okay, what do I need to do?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 17 plus 4 for 21.
21, nice. You will take half damage.
And I believe I have resistance to fire. Let me double check. No, I
Good.
have necrotic. God bless.
You take 15 fire damage.
Brings me down to 55. Okay.
And, let's see here. That's its turn.
I am going to... I'm going to cast the first level command spell and say, assist.
Assist. And that is a wisdom saving throw?
Target must succeed. Yes, wisdom. Oh,
Okay.
fuck you, John.
Okay. It seems to have broken. It's.
Close that door. Just casually walks through the fucking door. Close that for me.
Elkhorn is going to nod quickly, go over here, object interaction, close the door.
Now close the other door.
Oh, yeah. He's not needing to be told. He action closes door. And then it's Amador's turn. Object interaction. Close the door. And for now, this thing is going to charge and kind of claw at the doors, but the doors aren't destructible. In fact, you get the feeling the only reason that it's been able to smash through is because the walls have been broken, not the doors.
Huh. Glad I went through these particular doors instead of around to the other ones. Might try to smash through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna continue talking through the door. Nah. It's clear this thing can't understand me, isn't it?
Yes. It does not seem to understand language.
That doesn't make any sense.
And
So, do I get the impression that it wouldn't be able to understand any language, or just the ones I was trying to speak to it between common and
you get the feeling that
draconic?
it doesn't understand any languages. That its intelligence isn't it doesn't have the intelligence of a normal dragon. Let's put it that way. It's more bestial than actually intelligent.
Hmm. I could do something really fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
I could open the door, step out over here, where I can then see through these windows.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this thing, use command with the word attack and point at the group that's in here, and then just see if that works.
True. But let me see here. Gotta double check something.
Is it about how command works?
It's something about how command works. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, if it doesn't understand your language, or if the command is directly harmful, or if the creature is undead. Okay, so because it cannot understand language, command will not work on it at all.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you were checking. Okay. So yeah, that wouldn't work. That'd be fucking funny, though.
Mm-hmm. It would be funny.
Well, I get the feeling this thing can't understand combat, so we need leave. 5, 10,
Mm-hmm.
15, 20, 25, 30. Action dash. 35,
Mm-hmm.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And these doors had the deer symbol.
Yes.
Okay.
I am going
So I'm
to
going to
end
assume
combat here. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Um, I believe one set of these doors did not have one on it. One had a lion, one had the deer, and one had nothing, or also had another lion.
Two of them had a lion, one of them had the deer.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to go up the stairs here.
Woot. Something you do know as you begin to ascend the stairs. Despite being unable to see you, you can hear the burbling chatter that the Jabberwock is giving off right behind the door as if it knows you're there.
Behind this door?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's creepy.
Boop.
I'm just going to pretend that's not happening.
It's a fearsome beast.
And I get the feeling it is one we could take down with some rest first. However, if it is one of Sibilna's pets, I'd rather not kill it.
Yeah.
Okay, do these doors have one of those symbols up?
No. You can open those doors.
Why is there a figure right here, too?
Oh! I'm sorry. That's where this guy is.
Okay. Okay, that's a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
The fuck is what?
The red token over here.
Oh, yeah. You don't see anything. But you do see, like, you see a broom sweeping through the window.
I see a token.
You do see a token. But
I
the
actually see
token
two.
shows nothing. But you do see a broom by itself sweeping.
Noted. I'm gonna pretend that's not happening. This whole castle is gonna be a whole lot of nope.
Yeah.
Zoom out a little bit just in case there's something else in this fucking hallway. Okay, I could see this was some kind of bedroom when I was out on the balcony. Could I see any more information?
Yeah, you can open the door and take a look inside.
Well, I meant... Okay. You misunderstood what I meant.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I could also see it from this balcony.
Mhm.
So I was asking what I could see inside before I opened the door.
Ah, I see. Before you open the door, well, it does seem to be empty. Give me a moment. Okay. Oh, come on.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get the map up so I can tell you what you see. This is what looks to be a guest room. It is labeled, set up to be white. Actually, you do see somebody here. A
Oh.
young human man, frozen in time, in a white nightshirt that's sleeping on the bed.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna bother with that because obviously the one I'm after would have shown up after everything was frozen in time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This looks like another bedroom.
Yes, it is. It is the green room. You see what looks to be a forest gnome that is standing on a stool in front of the vanity. He's looking into. Oh, she is looking into the mirror, and she's in the middle of combing her hair.
Okay. Another frozen entity.
Yep.
So close that door.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go continue down the hallway this way. Blue room. Okay.
Blue room. Okay. Let me see here. The room is unoccupied except for a line of bluebirds that are perched, frozen in time on one of the windowsills.
Okay, that's just weird. But okay. I'm not gonna bother with that either.
Just a nope all around.
I found a guy.
You found a guy. Yeah, the red room. A high elf. Long hair. He's in the middle of the room, holding a crystal goblet of water. Has a glass-handled rapier tied to his belt. And there is a goblin who stands next to him, who's holding a tray with a decanter of water on it. Both frozen in time.
Oh, come on. What's with this one?
Not much. I don't rightly know, honestly, miss. The lady of the castle has many guests, it seems.
So this isn't one of yours?
No.
Zach, would you happen to know?
Nobody I know, boss. And
I
if
see.
anybody from my group is already unfrozen by now.
I see. Elkhorn, you see that rapier on his hip?
Yeah?
Take it.
Doesn't seem right to be stealing something like that.
You can return it when we're done. As
Fine.
of for right now, you need a better weapon than the dagger, and you're not great with the sword, so the rapier should be the perfect weapon.
Alrighty then. He does take it.
And just to keep in line with the rules of the place, let me check my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave a bottle of exquisite elven wine on that tray.
Okay.
I have 6 more of these bottles, by the way.
Uh-huh.
There. Now it's the trade. We can get that back when we return the sword, if he doesn't drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to the northern side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I see 2 tokens there.
Yeah, frozen in time, you see a number of goblin maids who are tidying the place up.
Huh.
One of them is standing
Poor
precariously on a stack of chairs, reaching out with a feather duster to dust the wardrobe.
Is there like a step stool or something in the room that would
Uh,
help them reach better?
no.
Okay.
You also get the
Just
sense
because
they
of
probably could have gotten something to do that safer, but they didn't.
I I am going to go over there and set that particular goblin on the ground so they don't fall.
You
That
find you cannot
bothers me.
move them.
Well, at least I ain't got to worry about them falling. Okay.
Yeah, they are frozen in time.
What the fuck is with this triangle going on right here?
That is pointing to show that this door has an elk carved into it, or a deer carved into it.
Okay, so I can't access those two doors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
They are
so
Oh no.
back down the stairs we go, because there's nowhere else we can go.
I mean, you could always fly over to the next balcony.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't have a fly spell.
But you do have like 2 charges left for that.
I'm determined to leave this place with at least one, John.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. I believe there's back down in this room with the flowers.
Yes.
There was these doors down here. Did they have a symbol on them, or can I actually open those?
Give me a moment. Let's see here. Which doors?
Bottom left in this room.
Those
with
had
the,
a symbol of a
flowers.
lion on them.
So I cannot open those. Okay. Has that dragon gone back to sleep yet?
You can hear it kind of resting. You get the feeling that it's not asleep yet, but it's probably starting to get go to sleep again. If you had like a short rest, you could probably wait for it to sleep.
Hey John, what would happen if I just threw a potion of shrink person at it?
I mean, it would probably splatter over them. Now, do you want to say that if a potion makes physical contact with somebody, that there's a chance it would actually take effect, or do you want to say they have to be ingested?
So I was gonna leave that up to you because technically it's your world, and the way potions typically work in fantasy is as long as it gets within the body, which means it gets the most effectiveness if you drink it straight or pour it, say, directly into a wound.
Okay.
So that is typically how I'd say it would work. Is you could like a health potion. You ain't got time to be drinking one in the middle of combat if it's a larger health potion. So dump it over the wound, it still gets in the body and does the job.
Okay. Well, how about this? I'm going to say that if you throw it at them, there's a possibility it will work. And we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'd like to make a ranged attack throw against this guy. I'm kidding.
Which guy?
The one sitting in the chair. Yeah.
I mean, there are windows.
Yeah, there are windows. I know. I just need to move back into this room and down below me with the flowers in it to get the right angle. And I could just hurl that bitch. It wouldn't do any real damage, but it'd be fucking funny.
Possibly.
I've got to stop letting my intrusive thoughts in. Anyways, so is there anything special about the rapier I made him take? Just out of curiosity.
It does seem to gleam and shine with a fortitude of its own.
We're going back to the stairwell and taking a short rest. Elkhorn, try to attune to that weapon.
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna wait for a short rest. Which means I'm going to start rolling d8s for health.
I'm going to have Zarek do the same.
Seven, 8, 9. I'll roll one more. That is an 8 plus 2 for a total of 10. I am back at full HP.
23. Not quite full, but...
I don't think I get any spells back on a short rest.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick. 1 second.
Hey, I get my seals back.
And now my dog's going crazy.
Sounds about right.
Anyway,
right,
so
I got my seals back on a short rest. I'm now checking for.
Apologies if that was noisy.
No, you're good. I'm trying to figure out if I get my spells back, or a number of spells back on a short rest or not. Oh, you regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest, not any on a short.
I think getting spell slots back or any kind of magic back on a short rest is based off of full spellcasters. I don't think any half or quarter casters get it.
Get what?
Get the ability to regain spell slots on short rests in any form.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, so I figured I'd double check just in case, because I was pretty sure I got my seals back on a short rest, and I do. I just was not sure about the spells. And I've gotten to where I play spellcasters a lot lately, so.
Yeah.
Alright. After the short rest, we'll be ready to go.
Alrighty. Elkhorn attempts to attune to the sword, finds he cannot, but finds out it's a +1 rapier.
Even better. At least you have something.
Yeah.
And that's a 1d8 instead of 1d4.
Yeah.
Fucking Elkhorn. Alright. Going back around to the top. So that thing should be asleep now.
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Where's
Unless-
my d20?
Unless you're obviously wanting to
15
go at it again.
plus 7, so 22 total.
Cool.
Yeah, because there's really only one direction I can go.
You know, Zarek is going to be like, we'll stay behind. We don't want to mess you up, boss.
What the fuck? Okay. Just gonna...
Another stateroom smashed, and it leads to a hallway. The doorway immediately in front of you is carved with a deer symbol.
Okay. Gonna go check the northern way.
Mm-hmm.
Any symbol on these doors?
Nope.
John?
No, no symbol on those doors.
Okay, cool. I don't like that.
Frozen
That's
in
big
time, you see a giant owl in a room dedicated specifically for it as a giant aviary.
That is not an owl, John.
It is effectively a rock.
It is what?
It is effectively a rock. R-O-C, rock. But it takes the appearance of a giant owl.
Okay. You still could have given it an owl token.
I could have given an
Anyways,
owl token.
I want nothing to do with that.
And it
That'd be a
seems to be
shit
frozen
show
in
and a half.
time, so at the very least. Even before you get to these doors, you hear the sounds of something feasting messily.
Yeah, crap. Okay, I'm gonna roll a stealth check and try to ease the door open so I can see in it.
Yep.
Is that possible?
Yes.
16 plus 7,
Nice.
so 22. Oh god, I regret opening that door.
You see the ugliest giant you have ever laid eyes upon. And they are sitting at the banquet table, eating messily.
Ugh. Nature or Arcana check on this ugly bastard?
Yeah.
'Cause what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. Which one?
Nature check.
Okay. 5. That's
Yeah,
4 plus 1. 5.
this is just some ugly giant. You have no clue.
That is one ugly giant.
She is, at this moment, drinking an entire barrel of beer.
She.
Yes, she.
First of all, no. Second of all, hell no.
Well, let me actually give you the actual picture of her. She's not as ugly as that picture. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that token is Jesus Christ. Okay, see, that's not nearly as bad. That is not nearly as bad. Okay. Still no, but ugh. I guess I gotta go through the center area to explore anything further because I'm not fighting that. Nope.
You feel like you might be able to sneak faster if you're careful.
Yeah, the question is, do I want to risk that? Fuck it. We rolled the dice.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10 total. I rolled a 3.
Ooh. As you attempt to sneak through, about midway she goes, "Hey you! Servant! Give me cake!"
Okay, move my token to where I got to before she spotted me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say... Oop. About there.
Okay, cool. And she wants cake.
There's cake in the kitchen. Someone promised me cake. I would like cake.
Certainly. Could you remind me where the kitchen is? I am oh so forgetful. I'm
That
terribly
points
sorry.
to the opposite door.
So this one down here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna head down that way. Because that's where I was heading anyway. There's a beanstalk in here.
Yes. Broken through one of the towers is the
Matt,
beanstalk.
Cooperate.
And it has broken into the kitchen where you see many pixies frozen in time, fluttering about in the midst of preparations, and a giant cake that is obviously in the means of preparation. Not completely finished, but finished enough. It just needs some final touches. It is
What kind of...
It is an 8-foot tall, 3-foot diameter, multi-tiered cake.
Is it at least on wheels?
No, but there is a trolley nearby. The wheeled table looks to have like 3 giant rats just laying over it.
Okay, I will go and grab the cart and move it over towards the cake.
And just kind of carefully move the cake over?
Yes, I'm gonna line them up like where the cart is touching the little table and just kind of gently slide it over. Just take my time with it so I don't drop it. And then I will oh so carefully wheel it back out.
As you put the cake onto the wheeled table, it comes to life and begins to move on its own.
The table?
Yeah, the table itself. It's heading towards the banquet hall.
I'm gonna clear crap out from in front of it and make sure it can get there without tipping itself.
Yep. And easily enough, it's gonna get there.
Okay. I'll step in just enough to go, "Your cake, madam. Please enjoy. I have other matters to attend to, but I will check in on you again shortly."
Ah,
And
cake!
then I'm just gonna close the doors. That's a whole lot of notes for me in the future. Lord have mercy. Why do you do this to me? Now what's with the beanstalk? Now that I can actually look at it closer.
From what you can tell, this was part of one of the castle towers. And, like, a beanstalk has just grown out from the tower, lifting aloft its top way up into the air, which also is frozen in time. Looks to be about an 80-foot tall beanstalk.
That's actually not nearly as big as I was expecting it to be, given the size of the base.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the size of the base, yeah, 80 feet would be fair. Is it possible to climb it?
Yeah. Given a successful athletics check.
I am proficient in athletics. I'm gonna try to climb it.
Okay. Make your athletics check.
13 plus 5. That is a total of 18.
Nice. Successfully, you're able to find yourself climbing up the tower and into the topmost area of the tower.
The fuck is the little token? Is that a bullywug? No, it's a frog.
It is a frog.
Why is there a frog up here?
There is a frog up here.
Hang on.
It's standing on a chest.
Why is there a frog up here, and why is it on a chest?
Yeah. The interior of the tower is a mess of broken furniture and grasping vines. Amid the ruins, a toad wearing a tiny wizard hat and tiny wizard's cape perches on the lid of a treasure chest that has slid into the wall and become surrounded by junk.
I am going to
I am
approach
Zavilna's familiar, it says to you as you approach.
And the hat and the cloak.
I think I look dashing, don't I?
You certainly do. Just a surprising wardrobe choice. As Sibilna's familiar, how are you maintained if Sibilna is frozen?
Let's see here. There was some places that weren't affected. I was in one of those places.
I see. Then perhaps you could assist me. Do you know how to talk to her Jabberwocky?
Ah! It's not something to talk to.
I noticed. I was hoping to get it to assist in clearing the place out before I woke Sibilna, but I do not think that is possible.
There's probably only 2 ways to get it to leave.
Oh?
Either kill it yourself. A feat of which you could find if you went to the vault and obtained the Vorpal sword. Or find a way to unfreeze Bloodybeak, her giant owl. It hates the Jabberwock.
Well, I could certainly do either of those things, but I was hoping to get it to help me fight those that are still occupying the castle.
It does not like anybody but Sibylla. It likely will not let you get a chance to convince it. It's merely a beast after all.
John, I'm gonna spend the next week in game, just every hour or so, waking this thing up, trying to talk to it. I'm kidding. Just to prove this stupid frog wrong.
He's giving you information.
Well, I don't really use the type of blade that would likely make up the Vorpal sword.
Kind of takes a look at you. I think you would be wrong.
And why do you think that?
You have a presence about you that screams you can get people to side with you, either through truth or lies.
This gets an eyebrow raise. What does that have to do with the weapon?
I guess nothing at all.
And where is this treasury?
It is the topmost. It is among the topmost bits of the tower.
Where we currently are.
Not this one. The center tower.
Ah, where the enemies are currently sitting.
You'd have to get through the Court of Storms before you can get there. Of course, if you found a way to fly, then it would be an easy task for you.
And if not?
Well, it's not. I would be lying if I would say it's a long way down. Technically, that means there's a bottom.
Alright. And another question. Have you seen someone bearing one of these sigils? And I'll show him the sigils of the other, demon lords or demon princes.
I am aware some servants might have found their way. If I remember correctly, they were directed to Zubilna's room. The Hourglass Coven were unsure how to deal with them.
I see. Well, the Hourglass Coven is no more.
Serves them right.
Well, they stood in my way. And I'd rather not kill Sibilna's pet, but I will not say no to a new weapon. I appreciate the assistance. Do you have any more words of wisdoms before I take my leave?
The doors, there are two ways to open the doors bearing the lion and the deer symbol. One is to go to the gardens and collect the crown, and place the crown on the right head first, whereas you can switch between the two and provide switch between the two guardians and unlock the doors that way. The other is to go to the guest book and write your name in it.
And where would the guest book be?
Let me see here. Double checking. It is in the central tower, a floor below the vault.
So I would still have to clear out my enemies and find a way up.
Last I checked, there was there was an opening given on the second floor. If maybe you were able to get yourself to the second floor without them knowing.
I see. I appreciate the assistance. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Uh, would there be anything useful in that chest you're sitting on before I go?
Oh, sure thing. There's a special treasure in here.
Oh? And what treasure would that be?
You'd have to open the chest to find out.
I'm gonna insight check if it's telling me the truth. About it being useful to me. Specifically.
Yeah, make an insight check.
13 plus 3, so 16.
16 plus 3, right? Or
No, 13 plus 3 for
13.
16 total.
16. Okay. They seem to be honest.
And why can't you tell me just what's in it?
Where would the fun be in that? In fact,
Well,
if you say you'll free Zabilna and promise, I'll let you open it with. I'll even hop off to let you open it. I promise there's not a trap.
see, I already planned to free Sibilna. That hasn't changed. There are children and others trapped here that I do not wish to see vanish with the realm. In fact, I have even already reunited the unicorn with his horn, and have a way to call him when I'm ready to free Sibilna. I've just got to get everything squared away here first, meaning getting rid of the Jabberwocky and clearing out my enemies.
Well, in that case, he hops off. Open away.
I will carefully open the chest, ready to jump back if I need to.
There are a pair of boots in the chest.
Okay, I take the boots. What do I have?
You have a pair of winged boots.
Really?
Yes!
You know what that means, John?
I know what that means. But they do
That means I
require
can't-
attunement.
Yeah, I can't attune to them. I'm full.
Well, you'd have to sacrifice an attunement to get them.
These boots have 4 charges or gain 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the boots, you can take magic, spend 1 charge to gain fly speed for an hour. If you are flying when the duration expires, just send it or at 30. Okay. Uh, Four out of 4 with a max of 4. They regains Daylight at dawn, just 1d4. No, 1d4 plus 1. D4. Apply. You know what? I can unattune from my sword. Because it still is treated as a magic weapon, even if I'm not attuned to it. And its attunement just lets me place an extra seal on an enemy when I roll an 18, 19, or 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to unattune from the sword to attune to the winged boots. Okay, and then can I see from like this window the tower I need to get to,
Um,
or like a balcony for it or something?
let me see here. You'd be able to see the tower.
Well, I need specifically like a place I could fly over and land on.
Um, give me a moment. I need to take a look at a picture. Yes, you would be able to see a place you can land. You'd technically be landing on a roof. But
Landing on a what?
on a roof.
I mean, would it be easy access to get into the vault from there?
Wouldn't be easy access to get into the vault from there, but again, as he said, there is the second floor of the tower allows you to get in without actually having to basically without actually having to go through the people that you don't
Or
want
below
to,
it?
yeah, that are on the first floor.
Okay. I'm going to expend one charge of the winged boots, so I have a fly speed for an hour, and I'm going to fly over to the tower, flying down towards the second floor, and if there's a balcony, I'm going to aim for that. Or like a hole in the wall or whatever.
While there is no balcony, yes, there is a hole in the wall.
I will fly into the hole in the wall.
And so, you appear here. Let me put you back.
Okay, is there a way up? Okay, I see the
Yeah.
stairs.
The arrows always point
Damn,
upwards.
yeah, I kind of figured. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna leave my token like right here and go up the stairs. I assume the Jabberwock has flown through here.
You're unsure. You see two doors, and they are sealed with a deer's head symbol.
Ah. And this is the floor
This is the
with the
floor.
book.
Yeah, with the book that allows you to bypass these locks.
You know what? Given my current location,
Uh-huh.
I think it should be alright for me to use the chime of opening.
Okay. You can do that. And these doors unlock for you.
Knowing my current position and distance to the others, I'm aware they shouldn't be able to hear this, correct?
I'm going to say correct.
Okay. Then I will ring it, and once the doors open, I will go in and sign my name to the book
Okay.
as a guest.
You find, you sign your name into the book. Let's see here. As you
Okay.
look into the book, you see a few names in there. A couple names you don't recognize. One of them being Thinnings, Sean and Razil. You do know of Indolin Moongrave, who's or you see in Indolin Moongrave's handwriting, the names Kalik, Zarak, Zargash, Warduke, and Skyla.
Okay, so those are the people working for her.
Yes.
Well, Zarek's not like Zarek could have opened those fucking doors this whole time.
He doesn't know how it works.
Zarek's getting a bollocking when I get back. Zarek is so getting an earful. I mumble as I head back out into the hallway and go up the stairs.
Comes beep.
Okay. I can open these doors.
They seem to be locked. They're not carved with any symbol on them, but they do
Fuck
seem
it.
to be locked.
What is the skill for lockpicking?
It
Is that a
would be
dexterity check?
it would be dexterity check.
You know what? Zarek's managed. I could give it a try. I'm gonna try to pick the locks.
One thing you do know, there on the doorknob, written. Let me see here. Written into the base of the doorknob, there is a inscription that says, "Speak my name."
Zabilna. I'm checking my notes for anyone else.
The door does not open to that name.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank, so clearly I
Mhm.
didn't make a note of what this might be. Can I make a history check if it's something I would know?
Make it.
If it's something I've
It's
if it's something I've missed, I'm fine with that.
not necessarily something you missed. Let me double check something.
Okay, I'll let you double check before I roll the dice.
I want you to make a history check anyways, because there's no way you would have known, but this
13
gives you
total.
a clue. 13 total for history?
Yep. 12 plus 1, 13 total.
The name Zybilna doesn't work, which means that whoever owns this castle, their name isn't actually Zybilna. Which is
Hang on.
interesting because you do know this to be the Archfey Zybilna's castle. So the real question is, what's her name?
The Fey Dragon. Who did he say he was going to see in the Fey Court?
He did say he was going to see, well, he was going to meet with the Summer Queen to talk about Zybilna's fall. I am also going to say there have been a number of hints, especially one in Thither, in Loomlurch, where you fought Skabatha. There was a room there with paintings.
I'm not remembering this room. I know I investigated it. Don't tell me the hint outright. Can I make another history check to remember the details of that room?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't want you to just give it to me. It's something I should have written down. That is a 15 plus 1 for a total of 16.
16?
Yes, sir.
You see here. With a 16, first off, I think you do remember that at some point you caught wind that Zybilna was family to the Hourglass Coven. I think you did.
Yes, I remember that. She was one of the sisters, and the other three were essentially jealous of her being the ruler and thought they could do a better job. Hence why they did all this.
Let's see here. Give me a moment. I gotta pull up Thither and Loomlurch real quick. Because with a 16, you would have remembered specifically the room I'm talking about. Wow. You remember a room that held paintings. They weren't labeled, but there were paintings of the Hourglass Coven, and you assume to be family of the Hourglass Coven. And among them, you caught the appearance of what you recognized as Tasha,
Not
also
that
known
bitch
for
again.
her hideous laughter.
I remember the painting now. I recall. Tasha. Also known for Tasha's hideous laughter. I'm gonna say her name, remembering Tasha in that. I'm still mad at her for that fucking box. Does Tasha's name work?
Tasha doesn't work, but you feel like you're very close. You feel oh so close.
What am I missing then? Tasha. What do I know about Tasha?
Make an intelligence check.
Any particular one or just intelligence in general?
I think it's going to be intelligence in general because actually history would be the best one to put to this.
That's a 10 total. I rolled a 9.
10 total? It is something about names. You know how people, how names are shortened or different, or like little nicknames are commonly given to people.
Natasha.
Do you speak out, Natasha?
Natasha.
The doors unlock.
That little hint was all I needed. Okay, what is this? Why are things glowing?
It's a pretty room. Give me a moment to get back to my place.
Yep, I will wait.
Yes. The door swings open to reveal a circular chamber illuminated by drifting balls of colored light. In the middle of the room, a finely forged greatsword floats, point upward, 3 feet above a treasure chest. The magic that holds the sword aloft also rotates it slowly, so that the blade catches and reflects the multicolored lights.
I will slowly approach the sword. What have we here? Does anything happen?
Nothing happens. Do you grab it?
I will place my hand on the hilt.
Okay. You grab the sword, and it goes, "Ah, another has come to wield me." In a silvery, melodic voice, "Tell me, do you crave slaying dragons?"
Silva slowly smiles. Why slay mere beasts when you could slay those truly in power?
I'm talking about evil dragons, the worst power there is.
Again, you talk about mere beasts. There are plenty of corrupt that need slain as well. Surely you can agree to that.
Maybe. But there's nothing like a dragon for a hero's tale.
I see. So you only care about the story that'll be told of you, is it?
I am nemesis to evil dragons. Of course, I'd be all too raring to go.
Well, I can't promise that will happen anytime soon, as the only dragon-like creature here, one, doesn't particularly qualify as an actual dragon, and two, happens to be the owner of this castle's pet, and I do not think would take too kindly to me lopping off its head. Once I free her.
You speak of the Jabberwock.
That I do.
Oh, please, let's kill it.
And why, pray tell, would I kill a creature too dumb to communicate?
It's in your way.
It doesn't have to be. I can merely free the bird and have that run it off.
Where's the fun in that? Don't you want to fight a great beast?
If I had a group to fight with, sure.
I think you'll find that I more than make up for any lack of allies.
Then perhaps you can make that effort in dealing with those that follow the Dark Lords.
I'd happily help you. I would also love to kill dark dragons from time to time.
That I think we could arrange. As a follower of Asmodeus, I'm sure he can arrange something. Silva smiles more.
Of course, an evil follower of some wretched fiend is the one to pick up for power. Well,
now,
I can
watch
change
how
your
you speak
mood.
by his lord. Besides, I have plenty of other corrupt to kill. I may have my issues and I may follow Asmodeus. That does not make me purely evil. I have my morals as well.
Well, we'll have to see about it. For now, it seems that you have connected yourself to enough things as it is. You'll have to sacrifice something for before we can bond.
This is true. Why do you keep giving me things to attune to, John?
But if you choose, you can attune to not a Vorpal sword, but Snickersnack.
What in the flying fuck kind of name is Snickersnack? Oh my god, I found it. It is indeed called Snickersnack.
Yes.
Problem. This doesn't go with my parry. No, and it's a strength weapon because it's two-handed.
Are you sure about that?
You gain +3 bonus attack damage rolls made with magic vorpal sword. In addition, the weapon was just last in. Use this weapon to attack a creature that at least had one head and roll a 20 to attack. Cut off one of the creature's head. The creature dies if it can't survive with them. Creature is immune to this effect, but is immune to slashing damage. I need excellent. While attuned to Snickersnacks, you have proficiency with great swords. doesn't fix the problem, and you can use your charisma modifier instead. Oh, wait a minute, I found it.
Yeah.
And it's chaotic good.
Yes. That's why it wasn't too opposed to allying itself with you.
I have more charisma than this thing.
Oh, but hey.
Oh, that's just mean. It ends at the attunement to you automatically if you miss 3 times in a row. Fuck you, Snickersnap.
You'd have to regain its trust.
A charisma check contest. Okay, this presents another problem. It's two-handed.
It is two-handed.
I'm a spellcaster.
You are a spellcaster.
I don't think I can cast spells through this, John.
Now, granted, I am willing to say that if you choose to, because I think it's stupid that somebody who is a spellcaster can't also cast spells even if they're using two-handed weapons, because literally all it would take is stopping, letting go with one hand, and doing the somatic components and then continuing. I don't think
that's what I always thought.
I don't think you have to have your both hands on the weapon at the same time in order to use spells and actually have the weapon with you. And even if you need both hands for somatic components, which I don't think you do, if you only need one hand for somatic components, then you could just let go of the sword with one hand. You cannot, in that same round, attack with the sword, if there's some way for you to do so.
Such a dumb name for a sword. Snicker.
Snicker snack.
Snack. It is a dumb name.
It is a wonderful name. It's what I do. Can't I be named after what I do?
Fair enough, I suppose. Pace. Add weapon damage, melee, martial. Where's the great sword? There we go.
This is going to get interesting.
Weapon attack bonus, melee, +3. Apply. There's slashing.
It does say require attunement by a non-evil creature, but I'm going to let that slide because honestly, I think it's fun that you get to have this. Also, alignments, you haven't been too much of an evil guy.
I was actually thinking the same thing. Like, if I really done one thing that could be really considered evil up to this point, I've been absolutely petty. Don't get me wrong.
You've
I
been
have
petty,
been
not
very
evil.
petty with this character, but I've not been evil.
Mhm.
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
You've been neutral.
Anyways, with my... Yeah. So, that is a +3 to hit, and it's based off of my charisma modifier, so that +5 is incorrect. But it did it based off of... Hang on, let me see if I can edit it and try to fix that, because it's doing it based off... Yeah, I have it set to charisma.
My dog is begging for outs. I will be back.
Okay.
I is back.
Excellent. Alright, so I've got that all straightened up.
Mm-hmm.
Esper is not going to be too happy about when I explain that Silva has a new weapon already. Because she just finished my artwork.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I sent you the finished product.
Yes, you did, and I forgot. Oh, and it don't look too bad either.
Oh, it looks great.
Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. My roll 20's deciding to fail on me.
Oh, Snicker Snack does have an image.
Yeah.
Huh. I like it.
Alrighty then.
Hey, I have another. I have another question, John.
What's
This is
your
about
other
an
question?
item. So the roses.
Yes.
It says I have to be holding their stem, correct?
Yes.
Do their stems have thorns on it?
I would say yes.
Okay, but I can. I also know I can snap thorns off to smoothen out a rose stem.
You do know that? Yes.
Could I do that and hold one while I'm holding the great sword?
I am going to say yes.
Haha! I'm gonna go ahead and take the time while I'm attuning to this thing to do that with all of the roses for when I need one for resistance. Still a dumb name.
It's a fine name.
What the fuck is... What?
What the fuck is what?
I think Esper's computer monitor just died.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, that is completely unrelated to this. Sorry. I need to get back into the game. I'm going to take my new companion, who is a lot less annoying than Zarek so far, and head downstairs. Who's still gonna get a bollocking, by the way. I've not forgotten.
Give me a moment. Opera is deciding to be a bitch. Okay. So you're heading back down?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back down.
Okay. Where do you head from? Where you go? You'll need to expend a charge to you will need to expend a charge to get another charge of the boots to get out, unless you want to go down and deal with the fight down below.
Um. Okay, so you only get the effect of cutting off the head if you roll a nat 20. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Uh. Do I really want to burn? Yeah. I'll burn a second of the 4 uses of the winged boots,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just fly over to the other balcony over here.
Okay. To the balcony over here? Oh wait, the other that
Yeah.
balcony.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to my group, but yeah, now that you pointed out, I realize I haven't explored that area yet. I'm gonna go over here. This means that my group also sees me fly over here, blatantly ignoring them with the greatsword.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
What is that?
That. Good lord.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Nope.
You're just gonna nope.
Opens door. Opens door. Sees that. Closes door. That's probably not what's gonna stop what's gonna happen next.
Well, I mean, as you look at it, it does seem to be frozen in time.
Okay, open it back up slowly when I don't hear anything. Is it frozen in time?
Yeah, it's frozen in time.
I'll have to make a note of that. Lord have mercy. And I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Up the stairs?
Up the stairs.
I don't think you can go up the stairs. You can go down the stairs.
Oh, these are going counterclockwise, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Okay. Okay. You find yourself here at the bottom of the stairs.
I haven't moved. Oh, okay, never mind. I know where I am. Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought I was one floor. I was already on this floor. Okay.
Nope.
No, yeah, I would have wanted to explore the other floor. Sorry, John. I guess I'm dumb.
It's all right.
For whatever reason, I was already thinking I was on the lower floor, so I was like, what do you mean it goes down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta explore this floor. Okay. I'm gonna approach these doors, and I cannot open them at the moment.
At the moment, but you would be able to actually.
Okay, it's a balcony over the kitchen. There's a piano.
There is a piano.
What kind of instrument does a piano count as?
I mean, it would be counted as a piano. Or specifically, this is a harpsichord.
So it's a string instrument.
I mean, yeah, technically it's a string instrument. Or, like, pianos and harpsichords can be either classified as string or percussion, depending on how you look at it.
See, that's why I brought it up.
Let me see here.
I may or may not be planning a board,
Mm-hmm.
so I will need this information.
Well, bards get, like, whenever you get proficiency with instruments, it's not instrument types, it's specific instruments usually.
Noted. Alright, I'm gonna open these doors.
Mm-hmm.
I see people frozen.
You
see a lot of people frozen.
glass people frozen. Let me double check something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the floor of this marble hall is polished to a mirror-like finish. The exterior walls are lined with stained glass windows depicting fairies and butterflies in flight. A glass statue of a long-haired woman in robes stands atop a dais, her arms outstretched in a welcoming gesture. A tiny incandescent blue sphere is suspended in the air next to the statue's head. Dozens of other statues made of sparkling glass are arranged about the room.
What in the blazes is with this room? You have any idea, Snack or Snack?
This is basically, I believe, a ballroom intimating the good deeds of Zabilna.
I see. Thank you for that tidbit, but we have some competition to find. We will leave that as it is.
I'm not too familiar with the castle's, the castle's layout. I
That's
was
fine. We'll find it.
stuck within a vault for all these years.
Why were you stuck in that vault?
I guess for safekeeping instead, in case somebody needed to kill a dragon.
Well, I am certainly going to use you for killing things.
Feels good to at least be out and enjoying the fresh air.
That is fair. There are more statues in here.
Yes. This room contains 8 wooden mannequins in tall glass cases. Each mannequin wears a different outfit.
Is this seriously where Sibilna chooses her outfit for the day?
Not necessarily. Because you do notice that one of the outfits at the very least is too small for even Zabilna to actually be able to fit.
Repeat that.
You do note that one of the mannequins is too small for even Zabilna.
I'm gonna go look at it.
It is a child's witchy dress. On the back of the collar of the child's dress is the name Natasha stitched in.
Natasha. As in the same one who originally owned this castle.
Make a history check.
12 plus 1 for a total of 13.
Okay, cool. There is one of the mannequins that looks practically just like the one at the carnival. By the way,
Repeat that.
there's one of the mannequins that look just like the one at the carnival.
So that's where they got this fucking thing.
It doesn't do anything.
Do keep in mind, I do fully intend to still burn that thing to the ground when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue exploring.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck did I walk in on?
Flies buzz throughout this chamber, and the grimy marble floor is crawling with maggots. 8 wicker cradles stand upright in the filth. Lashed to each of the cradles is a 3-foot-long curved wooden pole with a mobile consisting of 3 ornaments dangling at the top of it. Each ornament seems to be a triangular piece of white wood with an elvish letter carved into it. Small, misshapen creatures nesting in these cradles reach towards the symbols with their claws, but can't quite grab them.
Hey, can I tell what the symbols are meant for?
You actually do. There are 7 letters carved in these ornaments.
Okay.
They are A, B, as in boy, I, L, N, Y, and Z.
It's the Vilna.
Mm-hmm.
You just gave them to me in a wonky order.
I gave them into you in alphabetical order.
Nope. I saw what I needed to in that. I'm not entering that
That's a
room.
nope.
At least the sword doesn't question it.
The sword's not going to bother questioning it.
How long is this goddamn hallway? There, I
It
had
is
to
a
zoom
long
out.
fucking hallway.
Okay, I finally got to some more doors. That lead to
It is a
a
library.
prayer room? Oh, okay, a library.
There are a dozen floating candles casting dim, flickering lights over this sepulchral, windowless library. Ebony bookshelves are filled with volumes bound in jet black fabric. The books have no titles on their spines. In the middle of the room, a black quill pen rests on a writing desk next to a jar of black ink.
Okay. And is there anything already written on said desk?
Let me see here. Let me double check. There isn't a book on the desk.
Okay, so it's just a quill with a pot of ink. No papers or anything?
No papers. Actually, I'm sorry. One second. Oh. Okay. You are unsure about what's going on with this, but the writing desk has no papers on it. Just a bottle of ink and a quill.
Okay. I'm gonna search around to this library for a couple of minutes for anything that may stand out. Book out of place. Maybe one that feels off. Any papers that look like they should probably be on the desk but were hidden away instead.
This library is weird. Every time you check a book, completely blank. No title on the spine, no title on the covers. All the pages are blank except for the first page, which has a line scribed on it where a title would be.
Well, this is just odd. What are your thoughts?
Smells of magic. I can't be one to tell you whether or not I am sure on what's going on there. Or how it works. I'm sure other people who might be within this castle would know. If we could find any that are not frozen in time.
The only ones not frozen in time, aside from me and my companions, are not going to be real chatty with us.
At least the ones you know about.
Fair enough. I could always go back and ask the frog. And instead of moving my token all the way back around, since I've explored everything on this floor... Hang on. I've not technically explored because I didn't move my token into a corner. Hang on. I see that I found where the beanstalk is. Yeah, if there's nothing else of note, I will go to the balcony since I still have some time left and just fly over to this balcony.
Yeah.
Where my ally should be. Down below.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'll head downstairs to to go meet back up with them.
Okay. Give me a moment while I get you back to... You'll see the screen go black for a moment. And now the screen returns.
Yes, it does. So I come down the stairs on this side and walk around the corner behind them. I've returned.
Ah, welcome back, boss.
You're an idiot, Zarek.
What?
You see that door over there that's locked and I couldn't open earlier? And you tried to pick the lock on? Go jiggle the handle.
He goes to jiggle the handle and finds it's unlocked. Well, what do you know? It's unlocked.
It is not entirely unlocked. Elkhorn, try to open the other door.
He tries and it's locked. Huh.
Zarek, you open it.
Huh. Well, wouldn't you know?
You're in the guest book, you moron.
Oh. Oh. I'd forgotten about that.
You're lucky you're useful. Anyways, what's in this room, John? I know you're still laughing at Zarek. What's in this room?
It looks to be an armory.
Oh, look, an armory. Perhaps you can give that rapier back if you find one of equivalent quality.
Let me see here. Let me see here. Um, he does take a look around, and as he begins to look at weapons, they start showering him with compliments. Oh, what a fine warrior! And
She will immediately admonish them. He is not a warrior. He is definitely good with some types of blades, but I don't think, well, I don't think a warrior suits that fighting style. No holds barred immediately tells the weapons, no, you're wrong.
He kind of wilts a little bit.
However, with the right type of weapon in his hands, he is indeed a fantastic fighter.
Well, thank you, miss. Still hurts. One of the
It is
weapons
not
just kind of goes, but it seems like we have Snicker-Snack among us. You probably don't want us. We're not as good as him.
Snickersnack is my companion. Elkhorn and Zach, get your ass in here. Zach both need their own weapons that are just as fine. Do not disparage yourselves simply because another is in the room. While Elkhorn may not be fantastic with standard longswords, he does quite well with more dexterous weapons. That I can give him praise for.
Zarek picks up a couple of short swords, and Elkhorn picks up a rapier. Other than the speaking bit, there's nothing else to them. They're just weapons.
I kind of figured, but it was fun. Alright,
I believe it is time for us to take a break.
Oh, yes, it is. 10-minute break.
10-minute break. I am back.
Excellent.
All right. You feeling ready to continue?
Yep.
Awesome.
Let's rock and roll.
It's a little bit early, but okay. So, after you find yourself in the armory,
And scalding Zarek for being an idiot.
mm-hmm.
I've got other doors I need to check out that were locked before, like this
Yep.
one down here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I have not unlocked the door yet. There.
Okay.
You see what looks to be a changing room.
Does this go out to that pool I saw earlier?
It looks like it probably does.
Yes, it does. Is there anything of note in here?
Give me a moment.
Like, if I need to roll perception or investigation, let me know. Because I am searching for anything that may be helpful.
It does not appear as there is anything here of interest.
Okay. I'm gonna move on down to the next one. There's a person in there.
There is a person in here.
Are they frozen in time?
No, they are not.
Oh, are they gonna try to fight me?
Yeah. You see a hunchback man carrying an open book. As he sees you, he snaps the book shut and says, "Sorry, miss. This library is closed to visitors."
Oh, is it? And who might you be?
My name is Sean.
Was Sean one of the names on the guest book?
Yes.
Ah. That one was also in,
Not in Endolin's handwriting.
And why is another guest telling me that this book, that this library is closed?
I am not a guest. I am the librarian of this library.
Apologies. I thought I saw your name written in the guest book.
Zabilna tends to put her staff in the guest book.
Your name was not written in Sibylna's handwriting.
Yes. Well, you did not. You did not note the handwriting, but it was not in Indolin's handwriting. Only the League of Maleficence was written in her handwriting.
Yet, so my statement still stands. His name was not written in her handwriting. He just said her staff tends to be written down by her.
Yes, it was in Zybilna's handwriting. Have you seen Zybilna's handwriting before?
Ain't I still carrying the Book of Bad Blood written by her?
That is not Zybilna. That is Bavlorna.
Lavorna. Okay.
Different
what
one.
did Sibylna have that I took?
You did not, because this is the first time you've reached where Zybilna lives. Zybilna is not a part of the Hourglass Coven. She's the...
No, I had a moment, for whatever reason, I was thinking the three crones again.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Scabatha,
scratch that.
Bavlorna, and Indolin.
Well, it's a shame the library is closed. I'm looking for things to help me clean up the unwelcomed guests before I awaken Sibylna.
Make a persuasion check.
I got plus 11 on that. 16 plus 11 for 27. Let's go.
Nice. He looks at you and goes, well. Let me see here. That League of Maleficence would be something nice to deal with.
That would be the plan. I do intend to keep one of them alive, but that is purely because they've been working for me for quite some time now, as opposed to the League.
Well, in whatever way, I guess. Let's see.
Don't worry, his fate when we leave here may not be the best anyways. Well, if there's nothing to assist me here, I will keep searching. Would you happen to know where Sibylna's room is located? Apparently, the three crones had directed some others there that I need to also handle.
Yes, I'm not sure about them. They seem to be of another shady sort.
Oh, they very much are. They're the ones I'm hunting.
The stairwell up to the guest room. The guest wing. Go past the heart locks. The heart lock doors, and then take a right.
And how do I get through the heart-locked doors?
Well, you've probably already figured out a means if you've opened these doors.
So signing the guest book will open them for me?
If you've signed your name in the book, then yes. The book allows access to all of the castle for those whose names are in the book.
I see. Thank you. You have a good day. I'm sure you'll know when I'm done freeing Sibylna.
Yes, I imagine I will.
And I'll close the doors. Before I go up there and deal with that, I still have another room in here to take. Do I need to do the same thing where I have to go through and take the flowers?
You would still need to take a flower.
I'm gonna go through and take a flower before I open these doors. That's water. That's a pond.
Well, let me see here.
And that's a guy.
Yes. A guy who is not actually um who is not actually frozen in time. He kind of looks at you and goes, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
Well, I think we're at an impasse here. Zarek comes by and goes, "Oh, that's Zargash." Fucking Zarek.
What kind of name is Zagach?
I am Zargash. A let me see here. Yeah. Cleric of Orcus.
A cleric. I turn and stare at Zarek.
Why?
Well, he knows we're here now, and he's part of your little league of malevolence.
Yeah?
Dares.
Okay. He goes, Zargash, out of curiosity, what you been looking in here for? Let me see here. Let's see here. Well, not much. I guess I'm inspecting this place. Very interesting place, I believe. I wouldn't step into the sludge. And Zarek is just like, really? Let's see what happens, and push.
What happens?
Well, I'm not going to say it's at disadvantage because Zargash would have been a little bit on guard. But
Well, yeah, to be fair, I'm just a random person that's walking around with Zarek who's been gone for how long?
yeah,
So I mean that's fair. That is very fair, but that is funny.
let's see here. So, it is a contested strength check. Gonna roll Zarek's first.
Nice.
Not bad. Now going for Zargash.
Now Zargash could still beat it.
Could still beat it. And he does.
Ooh, and he does. Silvery Barbs. I'm just kidding. I don't have that spell.
Okay.
I'm not a high enough level to have that spell yet. Believe it or not.
Zargash is going to respond by casting a spell. Do you want to roll initiative?
Yes, because I would. I'm not gonna cast an actual spell. What cantrips do I have? Because I'm gonna run out of spell slots if I don't get long rested at this rate. Yeah, I'm gonna roll initiative. Because I'm gonna have to get up and start swinging on this dude. Zach, you're in the way now.
Actually,
let me see here.
I'm going to move to where Zarek wasn't. Because he would have...
17, 18, 19, 20. I rolled a 21 total. 8. Good job, Zarek.
That wasn't actually Zarek.
Really?
Because Zarek gets a +3.
Oh, nice. He goes right after me.
So, realizing that Jigga's up, he's going to he begins to cast a spell. It's your turn.
Da 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 da. When you deal damage. I'm checking to see, I was checking to see if I could get, on Snake or Snack the weapon mastery, but it doesn't say anything about it, because that's a
It's
new
a great
handbook
sword.
rule
Should
thing.
be a graze.
Yeah, but I don't technically have a weapon master for this weapon.
Yeah. If you had, you could have changed it. If you had a short rest.
So, here's the thing.
Mhm.
The weapon mastery I quote-unquote get is from a very specific list for this class.
I see.
And I chose one that increased my AC instead.
Ah. Okay.
Which is why my AC is so stupidly high.
Mhm.
Does parry still work with this, though? Let me read the feat again. I don't think it does.
Maybe not.
Abilities to... Yeah, it's not a finesse weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my parry. That means that I took a feat for no goddamn reason.
Not necessarily. You've been able to use this parry for a while. It's been very useful.
I'm going to step here. That is an 18 plus 11 to hit.
That's definitely going to hit.
And this is going to be my cantrip. Let me scroll up to the name. I gotta switch to my spell list. Vengeful Blade, which I believe is a D8 added to it. Yeah, that's a D8 and necrotic. So 2d6 magical slashing. That is 4 magical slashing plus 5 charisma for a total of 9. And 1d8 necrotic. That is 3 necrotic damage. And then I'll make my second attack, which is just going to be a regular sword strike. Hey, John.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
He is dead. You swing up, catching him as he kind of steps to the side, trying to get out of the way, but not quite enough. And then you swing around, lopping his head off, and he is dead.
Useful.
Excuse me. Aha! Another evildoer down.
Indeed. And then I'm gonna kick the body and the head into the sludge.
Okay. Let me double check something.
To hide the evidence. That was a good attempt, Zarek. I'll give you that, but I think he was just a tad bit physically stronger than you. I really didn't think I'd get a nat 20 that soon after getting the sword.
Woohoo! This does give you now a moment to take a look at what else is in here. You're not entirely sure what this place is, but the pond in the middle is not water. It's some kind of sludge that slightly bubbles. In the cages, there are a number of cages. One of the cages is 10 feet above the sludge, and it looks like it has a mane in it, a demonic creature. There is a 20-foot a cage 20 feet above the sludge. Has what looks to be a male high elf. Stuck inside. And finally, a cage 40 feet above the sledge that holds what looks to be a human man with a crescent shaped scar under his right eye. Sitting in the cage.
What all are you doing? What are you all doing in the cages up there?
They're all frozen in time.
Oh, so I can't ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, I see the switches to lower or raise them. So she's just casually boiling people alive. Noted. That is totally not going to be tar.
You assume that's boiling people.
Okay, I'm gonna do the flower thing and head back through this. We're heading upstairs, Zach.
Sure thing, boss.
I now know where the room is, where those fools will be. We're going to go handle them.
Actually, I can just beep. Alrighty.
Alright, now. Where's the fucking place I missed?
Okay. Head north.
Alright, it's these doors. Yeah, it's the doors I couldn't open earlier. So I should be able to open these now.
Yes. Give me a moment and I will get them unlocked for you.
I don't remember if he specified which room it was.
He said take a right.
Yeah, but there are 3 rooms back here.
He didn't specify which room, but...
I'm gonna assume it's the one on the end. I'm waiting for the others. There's one. He shouldn't be bloodied anymore. Given I've taken like 2 short rests, he should be back up to full by now.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. There's a person.
There are people.
Are they frozen in time?
No, they are not. Give me a moment. Okay. This spacious bedchamber is lightly furnished. An oval mirror in a black wooden frame is mounted on the east wall, and a chess set with jet and bloodstone playing pieces rests atop an octagonal table in the southwest corner, flanked by 2 comfortable high-backed chairs. A 4-poster bed with black silk sheets and drapes stands in the middle of this room. Lounging on the bed are 2 creatures, each with the lower body of a lion. One has the upper head and upper torso of a woman, the other an upper head and torso of a man. So they should both be here. They look at you, go, ah. More individuals, I guess. How may we help? Or,
Who
more
are
properly, who are you?
you? I am Lady Silva. Who are you, and what are you doing in this bedchamber?
We are, I am Nemesatra, and this is Trizian. We are here on business from Grazst. We seek to parley with Zybilna.
Do I know where that is?
Make a lore check.
Okay, let me check what that is.
History, Arcana, or religion, your choice.
Okay, if it's gonna be my choice, it's gonna be Arcana, because I get a +4 to that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 2
Actually,
plus 4
get
for
advantage.
Oh, okay. 8 plus 4 for a total of 12.
You were never given. Actually, you would have been given the name. You recognize the name. Grazst isn't a place. It's the name of the demon prince, whom you're seeking the servants of.
Was that one of the demon princes?
That's
Hang
a demon prince.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the Illrigger class sheet now. Hang on. Because, let's see here, where does it say it? That's not it. Accepted into the Order of Desolation. I believe I'm looking for the 3rd level stuff so I can find it. Here we go. Osmodius, Moloch, Dispater, and Sutek, and Belial.
Those are probably devils, not demons.
Yeah, these archdevils. That's what you're supposed to, because Osmodius is also an archdevil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's how I'm supposed to be looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the 2 I'm looking for specifically.
Yes.
Okay. Hearing this, I kind of nod and go, so, have you found the information your master wants?
Sadly, no. Sir, we're sure that we know Zybilna knows the whereabouts of Igwilv, the Witch Queen.
I see.
He has a desire to find her.
May I ask why, or did you not know?
Long lost lovers. She's the one who got away, I assume. And he can't find her. Which is something he doesn't like.
I would assume so, as archdevils often don't like when things don't go their way.
He's not a devil. He's a demon prince.
Fair enough. I'm surprised they haven't caught on at this point. It's also not like I'm hiding the crest emblazoned on my chest.
So, for what reason are you here?
Oh, I was just here to find out why you were sent here. And now I know. Thank you. I'll be taking my leave. And I'm
Well,
gonna turn to leave.
mm-hmm.
Are they gonna try to stop me?
Actually, no, because that's not their. They don't care if somebody knows. They just want.
Yeah,
but they just want the information.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get that now. I'm gonna free Sibilna, and guess what I'm gonna ask Sibilna to do? Not tell them that Prince can go to hell.
Well, I mean, sure he could, but he wouldn't want to. He's perfectly happy in the abyss.
See, that's exactly the point. Now he's gonna have to make the trip. Because now if he wants that information, he's gonna have to try to get some leverage with Osmodius. Because I'll be the only one who can get that information. I love being able to use information against people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, once we get here and we've closed this door, I will pull out my sending stone and let Osmodius know why they're here, and that I've left them alive for now, as once I free Sibilna, I will be asking her not to share that information as my reward.
Good. Try and see if you can find out any of that information for yourself.
Of course, sir. I will contact you again if I find out more. Alright, all that's left is to explore a couple more rooms, and then I'll clear the place out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. This room's big. What's in here?
Mm-hmm. This marble hall... Excuse me. This marble hall is empty except a tall mirror mounted in an alcove on the north wall. Cold spectral mist hangs motionless in front of the mirror's reflective surface and covers the floor beneath it.
Arcana check on the freaky mirror.
Make an Arcana check.
Because that seems magical in nature. God damn. Okay, another 20 plus 4.
24?
Yep.
Probably very magical.
Gee, thanks, John.
You're not entirely sure what it does, but it's magic.
Is it good magic? Is it bad magic? Will it implode something if I touch it?
You have no clue. There's only one way to find out.
Zach, approach the mirror.
Sure.
I love how he just doesn't fucking question shit. Don't touch it yet. Is the mist cold?
I mean, kinda, but it's not really that bad.
Just to be on the safe side, don't touch the mirror at all.
Alright.
Looking at it, I don't want you being turned into one of those glass statues we saw downstairs.
Yeah.
Well, I saw downstairs. They weren't with me.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna open the door below.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
A 3-level mahogany table stands in the middle of this otherwise empty chamber. 3 gleaming bell jars rest on the table's separate tiers. Each one contained a visage wreathed in mist. The lowest jar depicts a young woman with raven black hair. The middle jar displays a middle-aged woman with long white hair, and the highest jar shows a white-haired crone or hag. I'm gonna send you the specific image, just to give you a better idea.
Oh, so these are separate heads. Okay.
They're not necessarily heads, but images of faces in the mist.
What is the symbol on their cheek?
A crow's foot, possibly. Let's see here.
Is this the slow transformation into a hag over time?
Possibly. Let's see here. Let's see here. You would recognize the middle figure and probably the lower figure.
Okay.
You recognize the middle figure as Zybilna. The lower figure is Tasha.
Then who's the hag on the right?
You're not sure. Do you touch the table? Or the jars?
You have no idea how tempted it is to just keep telling Zarek to do shit I want to do because it's less likely for me to die.
I mean, you can tell him to touch the jar if you want.
No. I shall do it.
Okay.
I will take the risk. I will touch the one of Natasha.
As you touch it, all three instantly change. The one depicts the lowest one depicts a familiar looking tiefling girl dressed up in royal garb and wearing very familiar clothes and jewelry to you. The middle one is a mirror of yourself. And the older one, I'm going to say, is a devil. Full-on devil. I'll say you're probably not a succubus, but one of the higher devils. You can recognize portions of the face as yours, even though so much has changed.
I'm now trying to find a devil in the bestiary that would fit this. This is your fault. Okay, there's one called an Aranyes.
Aaron,
Uh,
yes, that is a perfect one for you.
Yep, the most beautiful and strong of all lesser and greater devils. The Aranyes are fierce and disciplined warriors that sweep down from skies. They bring swift death to the creatures they have wronged to their masters or define the edicts of Osmodius specifically. The Aranyes appeared as male or female humanoids with statuesque builds and large feathery wings, and most wear stylized armors and horned helms, and carry exquisite swords and bows. A few also use ropes of entanglement to ensnare powerful foes. Legends tell that their first Aranyes were angels that fell from the upper planes because of temptation or misdeeds. Aranyas are always willing to take advantage of being mistaken for celestials in their mission to conquest and corruption. They live by the sword and kill by the sword. The beauty is nothing compared to the wrath. From the Book of Vile Darkness. Uh, there's a lot more lore here, so I'm not gonna read all of this out loud. Oh hey, here's the Infernal Hierarchy. That's useful.
But yes.
What layer did those ladies come from?
What do you mean?
The two people I just talked to that I got the information from.
Oh, they didn't say they were from a lair.
Or what was the name of the place? That's what I meant.
They didn't say they were from from a place. They said they were sent by Grozd.
Uh,
And again, Grozd is not a devil. He is a demon. He is from the abyss.
yep. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. I think Aaron, yes, fits very perfectly for this. Um, Silva does not like what she's seeing. Well, that's something. Zach, what do you see?
Well, I see you in the middle, some younger tiefling girl in the lower one, and what looks like a very scary lady at the higher one.
Fantastic. So it shows the past, present, and future versions of yourself that's most probable. Great. That was exactly what I needed today.
Which means something clicks in your head. The jars show the past, present, and future of somebody who touches this. If Zybilna was the last one who touches it, that means Zybilda is also Tasha from Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, she is so getting an earful for that fucking spell. Just out of nowhere.
Make another history check.
Alright.
Because I can't remember if you had gotten this. But I'm going to have you make another history check based off of the Witchlight Carnival stuff.
10 plus 1 for an 11 total.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to double check something.
Okay.
So again, I cannot remember whether or not you had succeeded the history check involving the Tasha, the box with Tasha's hideous laughter on it.
No, I failed it.
You failed it? Okay, cool.
I am confident I had failed it.
Awesome. Thank you for being honest. I was about
I am
to.
pretty freaking confident I failed it.
Yeah. I was about to roll a dice to see if I would give you the information.
Okay, so if you'll remember correctly, I saw it. I saw the couple, and you had me make a history check, and I failed it, and then promptly failed the saving throw to the actual laughter spell that kicked off.
Okay.
The only way I knew it had to do with Tasha was the placard on it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I did not remember, but I believe you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that went down. Alright, so since I'm not getting any more information, I'm moving on to the last room. It's a workbench. That is a vine growing.
There is
and
a
everything
vine
is
growing.
smashed.
And everything is smashed. Give me a moment. Yeah. Broken oil burners, grimy glassware, and jars of pickled fungus clutter the ruined laboratory. A beanstalk as long and thick as a constrictor snake sprouts up from an unstoppered potion bottle. Bulging bean pods hang from its stem.
Is that all the information?
That's all the information.
I am going to approach the beanstalk and poke one of the pods with my rapier. Okay. Doesn't do anything, I assume.
Doesn't really do anything when you poke it, but you can pluck it.
I'm gonna pluck it.
Okay. Note you have some magical beans.
How many magical beans do I get, John?
12.
God damn.
Specifically 12 bean pods. Now, granted, these aren't magical beans as in from the bag of beans.
Well,
they are something different.
Let me pull up. Do I have any information on them before I try to find the item?
No. But if you spend like an hour to look at it and get an idea of what's going on, then you will find out what it does.
I don't think I need to do that. Hang on. I'm checking. I still have 2 more spell scrolls of identify. I'm gonna use one.
Okay. Each one of these pods can be hurled up to 120 feet as an action. And when it lands on the ground, it disappears and produces an effect identical to plant growth. Specifically the version that takes 1 action to cast.
And be thrown up to 120 foot. And causes the spell plant growth where it lands, correct?
Yes.
Which one specifically? Because you'd specified?
The single action casting time version. So
Yeah, I'm
see
making
here.
sure I have the right version written down.
Yeah. Yeah. If you cast this spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown, and a creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Nice. I did not expect to get 12 of these pods.
All right. What is next?
I think I've explored just about everything, so all that's left is to go downstairs and deal with the last handful of people. The 3 cockatrice and the old guy and the guy with the armor.
Okay. How are you going to get everyone there?
Wasn't there a bridge to get there from the first floor on the first floor?
Oh, yeah. But from the looks of it, there's actually no way to get to the center tower from the first floor except by flight. The bridges lead to other, like, towers and rooms that don't connect to the tower. Central tower and all.
Can you take me back to the first floor so I can look the map over? At least
Mhm.
what I've looked at so far.
Yeah.
So these bridges that are connecting to the towers connected to the center don't also connect to it?
Don't fully connect to the central chamber. No.
How else is one supposed to get there then?
Well, there are 2 ways you know of. Through the second floor and through the first floor on the balcony. Honestly, I think they were being a little bit difficult whenever they were setting this up. Because, let me see here. Holy shit. Oh, god damn it. What? There. Let me double check to see you. Oh my god. I am going to soon stop using Opera because of this shit.
Stop what?
Using Opera. Opera just crashed on me.
What? What's it doing now? And
Well, the Opera, like,
you said it crashed again?
it crashed on me. It just crashed on me.
John?
Yeah? Can you hear me? Oh my god. Can you hear me now?
I can now.
What the fuck?
Maybe that's part of why you keep dying on my end, is maybe Opera keeps crashing, so it's causing you to just die out.
I am suspecting that, And I mean, while Opera has done great, it's starting to become more of a hindrance, honestly. I'm thinking of going back to Firefox.
I wouldn't blame you, to be honest. Since you're having tech difficulties, and it sounds like you need to review this tower anyways, you want to call it here?
I just finished getting the information that I needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works too.
It's not that I needed to review the tower, it's just I needed to look at the map to double check something. 'Cause yeah, there is no way, and I will let you have explored the turrets. There is no way for you to actually get into the central tower without flying.
Just check my equipment, see what I have.
You have 2 charges of those flying boots?
Yeah, but I'm not carrying their bitch asses. Right, they're gonna jump for that turret and they're gonna hope for the best.
Yeah.
I'm joking, obviously.
Now,
how long has it been since my last use of it?
It's been a while. I'm going to say it's been over an hour.
Fair.
Now, here's one thing to note. Honestly. Weirdly enough, technically, and I think the thought kind of occurs to you, technically you do not need to actually deal with them. They're technically not in your way. Because the only thing that stands in your way from freeing Zybilna is the Jabberwock.
True. Maybe I just wanted to kill them for fun, John.
If you want to kill them for fun, go to it. I'm just letting you know, giving you your options.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go back up here. And I'm going to stealth my way back over to this other side like I did earlier. Where is my dice? There it is. Yeah. 14 plus 7. So 21 to get across without waking the Wabberjock again?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Move my token in here. Oh yeah, I can open this door now. It was locked earlier.
Yeah.
I forgot there was still a room I hadn't technically explored.
Give me a moment. Oh yeah. Unlock. Unlock.
There's someone there.
There is somebody there.
Are they frozen?
Let me double check. Let me see here. See here. Yes, he is frozen in time.
Okay, what's in this room?
This is what looks to be some kind of records room. The walls of this room are lined with square compartments holding bundles of rolled paper scrolls. In the middle of the room, an elderly dwarf in gray robes with spectacles resting on the tip of his bulbous nose sits perfectly still behind a writing desk, facing the door. The dwarf's quill is dipped halfway into an ink pot, and his bloodshot eyes are fixed on a sheet of parchment in front of him.
Okey-doke. I'm gonna walk around the desk and look at the parchment he's writing on.
Ah, yes. The unfinished letter. Dear Rotten Ethel, you have requested access to ancient rituals handed down by Baba Yaga herself. Rituals that can be used to fulfill bargains. I regret to inform you that Wilv is unwilling to share her knowledge of these rituals with you at this time. Your coven has much work to do to earn her favor. Until then, she wishes you well in your dark dealings with Mort.
Okay, interesting knowledge. Not helpful here. I'm gonna leave the room and close the door back.
Actually, a
Oh?
question would occur to you at this point, because I'm pretty sure your character is enough intelligent. Why is that this dwarf is referring to... making a history check, by the way, to know who Igwilv is.
That's why I was confused. Yeah, no, that's a 2 plus 1. That's
Okay,
a 3 total.
yeah! You have no idea who Igwilv is. You're kind of wondering... Actually, you do know that the Lamias were searching for Igwilv. The whereabouts of Igwilv.
Lamia.
The ones who were serving Grotz, the demon prince?
Oh shit. Yeah, she's the witch. Fuck.
Which leads you to question, why is this guy, if he's in Zybilna's palace, using that name to say to deny someone whenever this is Zybilna's palace?
I'm gonna root around this office a little bit to see if I can figure that out. Investigation, right?
Make an investigation check.
That is a 9 plus... What is my investigation? That is a 10 total.
10 total?
My passive is an 11, so I did worse than my passive.
Well, you do find out, as you kind of look through this room contains records of Zybilna's dealings with mortals. Contracts, warlock pacts, conversation transcripts. And everything, weirdly enough, is written in Infernal.
Why is... Give me a second, I gotta get in Silva's headspace. Dixie, go! You're being a headache. Why is one of Zybilna's keeping track of all of the dealings going on in the Night Hells?
Well, here's another thing. Zybilna is an Archfey. So
Exactly.
she would have dealings with mortals. She would have warlocks who are her patrons. In fact, you've met one of them, who she patrons, and you've met one of them.
Oh, the crow lady.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask why I remember that. I don't know. As soon as you said it, I knew immediately.
One of the other weird things is that you would think an Arcfey would have all her records in Elvish or Sylvan. Why Infernal?
That's why I'm confused. Oh. Because what other Fey creature could possibly read Infernal?
I mean, that is one way. But would the Fey care if other Fey could read that?
Typically, no.
Why the secrecy? You are painfully close to the answer. And I don't want to just give it to you. But I feel like your character might be able to connect the dots on this one. Also, I kind of partially want you to be able to connect the dots on this one.
Because these records aren't for her to keep. These records are for somebody else. But who are these records for?
Well, here's the thing. These records are Zybilna's dealings with mortals. Most of them use Zybilna's name in them.
Yes, but why the secrecy to the point that it's an infernal when typically this kind of thing is just it's common, no one cares. So she clearly didn't want someone knowing about her dealing. The question is who and why.
And also, again,
she didn't want her sisters, the other three hags, using these deals against her.
I mean,
that's why they're infernal.
That is also definitely a reason why.
I feel like I'm missing something.
It has to do with names. The weird connection of names that has been going on throughout this palace. Zybilna is not her actual name. You know. You know her name to be Natasha. But she's Tasha. Zybilna is Tasha, as in from Tasha's Hideous Laughter. But why would somebody be using the name Igwilv when they're in Zybilna's palace, making contact with one of Zybilna's sisters?
What was the name of the witch that the other people were looking for?
Igwilv, the Witch Queen.
Igville. Spell that real quick. I'm trying to add it to my notes.
Iggwilv. It's a weird spelling.
Igville the Witch.
The Witch Queen, specifically.
Witch Queen.
I'll put it in chat to help.
Yep, I got it right then. Okay, Because if you know a Fae's true name, you could have domain over them.
Which means Zybilna has multiple different names, doesn't she? And Natasha is... You do know her... one of her names. Technically 2 of her names.
Technically 3 if you go by the nickname.
Mm-hmm.
So is she also Yaga Baga?
Not Baba Yaga, but she could also be Igwilv. Zybilna.
Oh. That means I'm gonna have to kill those 2 from earlier to keep them from finding her, ain't I? Shit. So she is Igvil.
Igwilv the
Igwilv.
Witch Queen.
She is Igvil the Witch Queen. She is Natasha / Tasha for Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And she is Zybilna.
The Archfey.
Huh. Why so many different names, though? And why was she banging a Prince of the Abyss? Like, that one is just completely out of pocket.
Well, I mean...
To be fair, that's also an assumption on their part. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, that is just wildly out of pocket for this. Okay, since I feel like I hit the nail on the head there, I'm gonna move on from here.
Okay.
Okay. I need to free this owl from, Alright, I think it's finally time I did it. I'm going to pull out Aladon's calling, and I'm going to use one of the charges to call on him.
Okay. And Aladon comes, appearing next to you. Let me see here. Do I have a unicorn thing? Do I have a unicorn thing?
You should. And it doesn't use a charge to call him. I just need to speak his name.
Okay. He is going to appear over here.
Ah, you have arrived.
Yes. How may I help you?
Well, first I need the giant bird freed so it will chase off the Jabberwocky that is guarding Zybilna. And then we can free her and set things right.
I will touch my horn to the creature.
Do be careful.
Be ready. It's probably not going to be happy to be woken up. Do you have something to... Do you have something to quell it?
I don't think so.
You could get the giant rats from the kitchen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot those were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's something I could get. I've just gotta run to the kitchens and get it. Step out, go down.
Pass by the.
Ah, she's still here.
She is still
Yeah,
here. She is kind of in a sleep
I'm
after
just gonna
eating
completely
such a
ignore
big
her.
cake.
Don't care about her. I will grab the rats
Mm-hmm.
once I'm in here, and I will drag them. Unless there's a cart I can use.
There's a cart you can use.
Yeah, I'm gonna push them on the cart
Mm-hmm.
and back into here. There, I've brought it dinner.
All right. The unicorn presses his horn against one of the places on the rock. And do you speak its name?
Do I know its name?
You do know its name. It's known as
I have
Bloodybeak.
Bloody Beak.
The creature instantly comes out of time. Eidolon will disappear.
Fair enough.
Getting out of here. And the Bloody Beak will begin to beat up against the cage, kind of as birds do. It looks angry and such.
I will throw the rats in.
Make a animal handling check.
What is my animal handling? Oh. That's a 10 flat.
Okay. Do so with advantage since you are throwing in a rat.
Yeah, that's still a 10 flat. I rolled a nat 1.
God damn. That's one rat down. It doesn't seem to be placated by the rat.
I'm gonna throw another one at it.
Do so again with advantage.
That's a 4. Alright, a 16 that time.
16. It kind of looks at the rat, then moves towards you. It's still somewhat hostile towards you. But it's not it's not actively trying to kill you right now.
I am not your enemy. I need your help to run off the Jabberwock.
Let's see here. Yeah. Doesn't seem to note or respond to your words.
I'll say it in Sylvan.
Doesn't seem to respond to those words either. You're getting the feeling this is just a really big bird.
Birds aren't that dumb. I'm gonna feed it the last one to try and get it to stop being
Animal
a prick.
handling check. With advantage, of course.
13.
13?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm surprised you can't hear the dice tower roll.
Yeah, I cannot hear it at all. Sure. With the third one, it becomes placated and seems to not mind having you in its space. It's beginning to eat the rats. There is one issue.
What's that?
The aviary windows are closed. Which
How does it look like they open?
it looks like they open outward. Let me see here. See here. but it does look like they are locked.
They're locked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use Thaumaturgy Invisible Hand to open them. Thaumaturgy Invisible Hand. You instantly cause an unlocked... Okay, the thing's not unlocked, though.
Yeah, it's not unlocked.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna walk in there. I'm gonna try to, like, walk around the damn thing.
And you can easily squeeze through the bars to get around. It doesn't regard you.
Alright, I'm gonna open them up.
They are locked.
I can't unlock them?
Unfortunately, no. They seem to be some way sealed.
What the fuck?
This place has a lot of magic doors.
I'll use the Chime of Opening.
That opens it. And seeing its opportunity, the rock takes off. Or the owl takes off.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a couple of minutes. But eventually, you hear a commotion as Bloodybeak finds the Jabberwock and does eventually drive them off.
Alright, I will get my group back together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, and before I get the group, I will send a message to Osmodius about my suspicions that Zabilna is Egg-willed.
Oh, interesting. That explains a lot, actually. That's
Just a
good
hunch.
info.
Just a hunch. Alright, and I will call on Eidolon again.
And he comes back.
Eladon, not Eidolon. Alright, I need you to free Zabilna now. Am I going to have to do this for everybody?
Well, there's a possibility. See here. See here. See here. Well, I believe if we free Zabilna first, the rest will be quicker released.
Good. There's one right outside that window there that's about to plummet to their death.
Do you think we might want to try and do something to save him?
I'm not quite sure what we can realistically do. I can't move them as they're frozen in time.
Well, let's see what Zabilna can do. And
Exactly.
he places his horn on her.
I will speak the name Zabilna.
It does not work. You get the feeling you need to speak her true name.
Natasha.
which does work. And she comes back to herself, looks around, and goes, "Oh dear, what has happened?"
I will reach into my bag, pull out the Book of Bad Blood, and the Coven's hourglass.
Mm.
Your sisters turned on you and trapped you in a time warp. I have killed them and freed you.
Well, thank you. And she kind of looks around and goes, "It appears you have only freed me."
Well, I also freed Bloodybeak to chase off your Jabberwocky so I didn't have to kill it.
Well, thank you. That was quite kind of you. And I do see my cauldron is still intact. We should quickly be able to free everyone else. And she kind of looks at Eidolon. Would you place your horn on the cauldron? Surely, my lady. But first, what about the person you mentioned that was caught in the storm? Caught in midfall.
Yes, if that's going to bring everyone back at once, I ask you not to exactly do that. If you look off of your balcony, you'll see someone about to plummet to their death. They were trying to stop what was happening to you.
Let me see here. Give me a moment. Is there a stat block for Isabella? Usually the stat block comes with a token image. Close enough. I'm gonna throw that in. Okay. Okay, that makes it a whole lot more inconvenient. I'm not gonna worry about it. So, she goes out, sees Strongheart, goes, "That won't do." And she will first go, I have an idea. She will take a stride to her kitchen, have the unicorn free all the pixies first, and go, "I think you'll need to help somebody in the Court of Storms. Find him, and when you're ready, we'll free everybody else, and you'll basically have to carry him." And immediately they go to it. She then frees everybody, and as she says, the pixies bring this man to the balcony, and he is saved. And everybody else is out. You instantly get a blast, a blast of cold from a cone of cold from the room up north. You're not hit, but this guy was in the middle of casting a spell, and you know how it goes.
Just pause, slowly turn, reach up and grab the hilt of
Sorry. My enemies were just there. And he's kind of pointing in a direction where all the frost and ice is.
She lets go Snickersnack's handle. You're lucky you're not to blame for that.
Well,
And I will turn back to Zybilna.
this is quite a interesting arrangement. And on my birthday, no less.
I hate to tell you, but quite some time has passed.
I imagine so. Thank you, hero, for helping me.
I do have a question to ask of you, but I
Yes?
suppose that is best asked in private between the two of us. It is not something I want prying ears to hear.
Oh. I will certainly have your ear. In fact, first we shall celebrate. And she claps her hands, and everything begins to rebuild around her as the palace has returned to its original grandeur.
Impressive magics, though not surprising for one as powerful as yourself.
Well, this is my realm. I have a lot of power here.
This is true, and it was rapidly destabilizing without you.
And it will return with me here. And a lot which was once lost will be returned.
Excellent. Do you mind if I keep Snickersnack for some time?
I don't see a harm in it. Hopefully, I would hope that you would use it for not, you would not use it for ill.
Of course not.
So, let me see here. She deals with a whole lot of things, and she goes, she eventually gets to a point where she goes, I believe we're ready to have that private conversation now. And she takes you
Excellent.
into a private room to have a talk.
I will have a seat, look at her with my arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So, Igwil, or would Natasha do better?
It seems you have learned much.
Far more than I care to know. I just wanted to give you a heads up about two currently in your court looking for Igwil for an Abyss Prince.
She kind of gives a wistful smile, goes, ah, gratzt.
Seems he's not given up on you.
I wouldn't think he would.
Which comes down to my request. Deny them the information.
Whatever do you mean?
I asked that you not give them the location of, Miss Igville.
I won't give them the information. I will give them the wrong information. I will handle him. I will handle them in due time.
Excellent.
Thank you for your for letting me know.
I just wanted to make sure they didn't get what they wanted.
As for your reward, I can provide you a wish spell.
At a character moment, John, do you really want to give Silva people the wish spell?
She would give you a wish spell for your troubles.
Okay.
She is following her own rules, and you have done her a great service.
I want another attunement slot. I'm kidding. That would be great though.
Tell me,
Let's see here.
what is your heart's desire?
That is a tricky question. Can I use this opportunity to get 2 more stat points in my charisma? Bump it up to 22?
I mean, if you want to try for that, sure.
Hmm.
How do you request for the wish?
I'm still not sure that's what I'm gonna do. A level 8 character offered the wish spell in Silva of all people. I've got to think of how she would play this. Because she's going to try to use this to her advantage.
True. That, and a lot of things can be done for your advantage for a wish spell.
Silva smiles, leans back. My heart's desire is clouded at the moment. I am due for some time off, and perhaps I'll use that opportunity to clear some old baggage. May I have some time to consider the offer?
Surely. In fact, if you want, you can be free to stay here for as long as you like.
Unfortunately, to clear this baggage, I'm going to have to return to my hometown.
Mm,
I have an unpleasant past I think I need to confront.
I see. Well, I will happily await you. In fact, let me help you, help ensure you can get back here whenever you wish. And she's going to pull out a key and hand it to you. Put this key into any door, and it will lead back here.
Thank you. Key to the Feywild.
Specifically, key to the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Okay, key to the Palace of Heart's Desire.
So, do you want to
Alright.
continue Silva's story via clearing out this baggage?
Yes.
Okay. I will need time to prepare that shit.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with how much free reign I gave you on. I figured that it's almost time to end the session tonight anyways.
Yes.
It'll give you time to prep, and it gives me an opportunity to finish up Silva's story.
So,
well, continue. Because
since normally this is going to be the end of the adventure, you're going to level up.
Yay! I'm level 9 now.
Yep. All right. I will sign off for now.
Yep.
Wonderful hearing from all of you who watched and such. So good night. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or, I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.